Hi friends and fellow intuitive academics, my name is Shelley and I draw from my intuition and my lived experience as a PhD to offer you guidance on your life path and your academic journey if you're on one. And today I wanted to check in and help guide you toward any message that you're receiving from your spirit guides. So maybe you've seen signs, but you don't know what they all mean, what they all add up to. Maybe you're not seeing signs at all, but you get the feeling that you should be noticing something. So this is the question that I want to help you with right now, and I try to do this every month so you can check in again every time you feel like you have a message coming through that you don't quite understand. And so to do this, I'm just going to pull out 4 cards and line them up with our 4 crystals here. And then you can use your intuition. Oh, that's 4 right there. To see which pile or piles are calling to you, because you may have more than one message, but use your intuition for this. Often how this works for me is I'll catch myself staring for much longer at one crystal or one card, and then I realize that something is stabilizing my attention there. So first we have the lizard and pitcher plant with stagnation. Then we have the boar and pumpkin with confidence. The skunk and magnolia with protection. And the sheep and blackberry with devotion. So take a few minutes, pause the video if you need to, and just kind of tune in to where your intuition is drawing you the most. And I will see you ahead there in the chapter where your reading is. Hi lizard groups, you're drawn to this card, the lizard and pitcher plant stagnation, number 12, and it's a very colorful, beautiful card, and it's all about feeling stuck with something in life. And this can be people, places, attachment to things. It could also be thoughts, thought patterns, belief systems, beliefs about yourself. Which takes me to your crystal, which is like a creamy orange yellow crystal with the solar plexus chakra on it. So this is indicating that the theme of your reading is all about your sense of self, your identity, your sense of being and doing, your actions of being and doing in the world as well, which I think cross pretty clearly with this card of stagnation, right? Because there's a clash there. There's something that you want to or need to be doing, but it's not happening with the stagnation. So I think that your message will come in regarding what that is, how possibly your solar plexus is chakra is blocked in terms of that being, doing in the world, and possibly what you can do to get unstuck. Oh, I forgot to mention in the card, the whole question is, what can you let go of to get unstuck? So yeah, it could be any of those things I mentioned, like people, places, attachment to things and places, attachment to thoughts or belief systems. There's something possibly that's going to come up that will indicate here things you can you can let go of to get unstuck. So we're starting with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. and the Seven of Cups. So this is interesting. You did get the self-limiting beliefs card. So that is a key indication that that is something that you can let go of in order to better make a choice with the Seven of Cups card of options that are presented to you. And it's so funny that we have a Knight in reverse, which is definitely an action being stalled or stuck. So there's something to do with your material pursuits, which can be your academic journey, that has hit a standstill. And part of this is a decision making and a discernment that you need to make between multiple options that you're kind of blindfolded to. You can't really make the next step forward because certain beliefs about your capabilities, your worth for pursuing these desires is stunting you. So basically what this means is if you were able to let go of those self-limiting beliefs, you would be able to take off this blindfold and see which choice it is that you want to make. And as I said that, I was drawn to this like rising sun of the cup, which draws me back to that crystal, right? The solar plexus chakra crystal. So there's something coming in there with, I guess, wanting to choose yourself, wanting to believe in yourself. Yeah, it could be something like you feel pressure to make the choice that other people want, or a specific other someone that's very influential in your life wants. And so you're being urged to make the choice for yourself based on what you want. So I'm going to get another layer in here. Nine of Swords in reverse. Some kind of anxiety or worry coming to an end. That's great, coming off the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Two of Wands, setting out in a direction. And the Five of Wands in reverse. I would say this means choose the path of least resistance, the one that causes you less anxiety, the one that has the less conflict with other people. I think this, you see the two pillars, these are the two pillars holding up the way forward for you. So I hope that, I feel like that's very clear. I hope that makes it clear to you that you're being guided to trust your gut, choose the thing that like you feel less anxious and stressed out about, choose the thing that there's less fighting and conflict involved with. Like, for example, like possibly you're choosing between like degree programs to enter. You heard that one department is very divisive, like the Five of Wands, and they can't get along. But there's a less prestigious program that's like full of people who get along well and you feel less anxious about it. Your message is clearly to go that way. You can unstuck yourself by that external or internalized expectation to choose the prestigious choice and go with what's going to make you happy. Yeah. I think the solar plexus is all about that, like fulfillment, self-fulfillment, and happiness. I would say also look for like these yellow colors and sun symbols to guide you as you're trying to make this decision. But for me, it feels very clear. It's coming in very clear, which I think is part of the communication overall of your message, is that you know what you need to choose. You just have to take off the blindfold of some social conditioning that has you trying to choose something else. Motherwort. I'll get one more. And waning gibbous moon. Yeah, okay, I remember this card. It's about identifying the way cycles and patterns show up in your life. And I feel that this is guiding you to a similar situation in which you were at a crossroads. And what did you do then? Did you take the choice that was fulfilling for you, or did you take the choice that was gratifying for someone else? And then what was the result of that? Your guides are asking you to remember that and apply that knowledge to this situation. Oh my gosh, you won't believe this. I have to read this whole thing because it just really fully comes full circle back to what we started with the lizard and pitcher plant about letting go of something to get unstuck. So the affirmation is, I am ready to let go. You are ready to let go. This is the message. The waning gibbous moon calls you to begin the process of letting go. The vision that you are calling in for your soul's next iteration of growth is so expansive that space must be made for it. Oh, that's another way to think of it. Creating that space begins with releasing. You may have old habits based on outdated patterns, beliefs, or ways of being. Often these habits have served you even if their sole purpose was to keep you feeling safe, and have undoubtedly been essential in your journey. The invitation now is to thank them for their service and send them on their way. If you're unsure about what needs to be released, your inner voice will tell you. You can begin this process by simply getting quiet and asking yourself what you are ready to let go of. Just like the waning gibbous moon, you are headed toward a time of inward contemplation to help call in further clarity. And there's a journal prompt here which says, what pattern, relationship, belief, or habit can I release to make space for my evolution? So that's just another way to come back to what we started talking about. It's all about crafting of yourself, honoring yourself by honoring the things that you want to do in life. That helps you develop your sense of self the more you choose the things that you want to be doing rather than someone else wants you to do. And your sense of self, your solar plexus chakra, will get stronger, stronger, stronger. Yeah, so that is your message. You have something to let go of, and you have work to do to figure out what that is. And then once you get there, your support will be there to help you have the courage and strength to let go of it. As the card was saying, to make space for something that's ready and waiting to enter your life. And so I'm wishing you so much love on that journey, hoping you continue to work with love as well as you go through this. Thank you for watching, and for any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, questions that you're willing to share with on the video. And if you're drawn to another card, another message, I'll see you in that chapter. If not, I will see you in the next video. Hi, Boar and Pumpkin group. So you're drawn to this card which says confidence, and it has number 18 on it. And this card is all about having confidence in yourself, and in the sense that it supports your sense of self-worth. And since you were also possibly drawn to this crown chakra crystal, which has like a light amethyst type purple color to it, I believe that this message is about you having confidence in your inner knowing and your your own knowledge, your own sense of knowledge. So this could very much be an academic message, academic journey message, but this could also apply any place in your life. So we'll see what comes up in the cards. Some of the things that this card was asking you to reflect on is, think back to a time that you felt confident and that you felt proud of your accomplishments. What can that help? How can that help you build your confidence in this moment? I get the sense that it's more about building confidence for your knowledge rather than an issue with overconfidence. So I'm going to leave it with that interpretation. And so with that said, I'm going to shuffle these cards and get a message on what does our group, our Boar group, need to know coming from their spirit guidance regarding their crown chakra and sense of confidence. Possibly the word trust keeps coming into my head, so trusting trusting the things you know, possibly intuitively, but also trusting the knowledge that you've gained through school, through life, through experience. That's coming in for your guidance today. Okay, so we have the King of Swords. This is very much about knowledge and saying that you are a master of knowledge in some area and or multiple areas, and so you could just see the confidence coming from this King of Swords, and I feel like it's coming in very strong for you to embrace that King of Swords confidence for yourself. 10 of Cups in reverse, some sort of disruption to an emotional fulfillment or vision. The Hierophant in reverse. This is to do with your school and institutions of knowledge, institutions of higher learning. Possibly you were disillusioned, you were unfulfilled by a program, a course of study you entered, and you want to turn tradition on its head. You want to find another way of doing learning and knowledge, basically. This is interesting. I feel like I want to fit one more here. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This institution was not willing to help you on something, assist you when they should have. And so it broke your trust. Yeah. Your trust was broken in the institution. Let's get more, see what happens. King of Wands in reverse. I need to pull more to see if this is about you or someone else. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Possibly someone you came on board with to work with had some misfortune with their project, and it hit a stall or it stopped completely. And so, yeah, I get the sense that you were kind of left as a secondary thought to this, because this person was trying to take care of what that means for their security, and so you were kind of left to your own devices to figure out what you're going to do for your security now that this project is not going through, or this funding, something like that. Again, coming back to your original advice, the advice is to have confidence in yourself, trust your knowing, trust your knowledge. I want to see, does this mean that you're going to find something else or stay where you are? I feel like that's at the heart of what you're debating. So this is the 3 of Swords reverse. You can take some time to recover, process, and heal from the situation. 6 of Cups reverse. Has it happened at some time in the past already? Like maybe it's not happening right now. And that's kind of an essential message, to kind of leave things in the past and kind of take the lessons forward, but let them stay in the past where they belong. And then the Tower in reverse. Yeah, this is very much, you're getting messages that these are over. And possibly you're hanging on to it, maybe fearing that it will happen again. And the answer is, this was unique. This was a unique external moment that happened. And yeah, basically just take the life lessons and move on. Do you see how the star is in reverse? But the star card says, have faith that healing is in the forecast. That really rounds out the Three of Swords in reverse, which was all about healing, releasing those wounds as well. I want to get a Sacred Cycles card about that star in reverse. So you're getting the Wild One and Fall. I feel like this is a timing card. Something will happen for you in the fall months, which I'm taking to be in the northern hemisphere. What is it? Like September, October, November, somewhere in those area. I believe the right opportunity and partnership will click there under the protection of like an older authority, someone who's very established with the roots, the tree here. This card is all about being yourself. And I feel like that's true to the theme of the reading, is that just be yourself and everything will work out. This is on like very much so a part of the plan, even though it feels chaotic. And it's kind of your task to go with the flow. Mocha's listening to me very attentively, as if this is her personal reading. It's just cracking me up. Stay true to yourself, and something about the fall months is really key in how this plays out. So 25 Wild One says, I claim my full expression. The Wild One is uninhibited, unencumbered, and weightless, without the judgments and expectations of others anchoring her down. The chains that bind fall away, and freedom is fully expressed. Truth is the guiding star here. Oh gosh, truth came in again, and the star. So there's something very much there with maybe speaking the truth. Staying true to yourself is very strong too. It permeates every inch, moment, and action. With this internal compass, forward motion is propelled by a desire for authenticity and determination to claim what is most true and real. Yeah, truth is the guiding star here. I would write that down and just like see if your eye lands upon it, like when you need to in the next weeks to months. That phrase is key here. And the star card is all about manifesting a dream you have, like a wish coming true. It's true again, yeah. Stay true to yourself and follow your own star, and don't let this past disappointment kind of shape your choices. I'm gonna say this is a life challenge for you to be able to strengthen your inner guidance. Okay, what is it about the fall that's coming in? It says, I am divinely supported. Yeah, that's really what I got here with the support. More elder kind of established support. The days get shorter and the sun's vibrancy begins to wane as fall sets in. Fall brings you the reminder that life cannot continuously exist in summertime's high-octane energy. Eventually, it must give way to a dip, a downturn, a gentle beckoning to lower the volume just a tad. Fall asks you to be discerning. It is a season marked with taking stock of resources, readying for the cold of winter, and a time to get clear about what is at hand. Make an honest assessment of your skills, available assets, your community, and people with helpful knowledge. I feel like that's important, the community and people around you. Taking stock of who you can turn to. Reach out to those who might be able to play a role in supporting you at this time. This is a reminder that you have all the means, talent, and support available to you now, wherever you may need it. You can breathe deeply, inhaling and exhaling with relief, knowing that you are divinely guided and supported. And the journal prompt is, where in my life could I use some support? Who or what can I call on for this? I like that, who or what. So it makes me think of that like institutional what, like community or institution that you can call on to support you, not only in figuring out what to do next, but also in supporting you through being your true self, living your truth in order to guide yourself to what's next. I suddenly felt drawn to getting one more card from here. So we started off with the Boar, and we'll see what we have here. The Martin and Foxglove Mischief, number 24. I'm going to say the number is significant here. So maybe the 24th of either September, October, November will be key. So if you have like an application deadline or something around then, that will be a key symbol of something that you should apply for, something being on the right track. Mischief. I think that this is not necessarily bad, like external mischief, but more about like you just allowing yourself to color outside the lines of it and to be your true self. That's all it really is. Like, it's not like you're breaking sacred laws or fundamental rules, you know, you're just coloring outside the lines to be yourself. And it's like, it's an acceptable give and take, you know, to get to be yourself. I will be the one to give you permission to color outside the lines. I mean, it's not me, it's your guides, but I'm communicating it to you. So that's your message, and I'm hoping you continue to work with love on this journey, hoping that it comes to full fruition. I mean, like, hoping that you enjoy coming to full fruition with your authentic self, because it looks to be a key lesson for you here to level up to your next step in your studies, in your journey, in your career. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, or questions. I welcome everything. And if you were drawn to another card in the pick a card section, then I'll see you in that chapter. And if not, I will see you in the next reading. And Mocha is saying one final goodbye to you as well. Hi, Skunk group. So you were drawn to this card, number 21, the Skunk and Magnolia, with the word protection on it. And this card is all about a reassurance that you're able to protect yourself. You are protecting yourself well. Nothing to worry about there. And you have people or spirit protecting you. Also, you have protections in place, and it's calling you, because you have safety and protection, it's calling you to protect others, and however that plays out in your situation. And then you may have also chosen this pile for the this circular stone that's slightly yellow and translucent, and it has the sacral chakra on it. And so the sacral chakra is all about feeling and sensing. And so I get the impression, combined with this card, that you're dealing with a feeling of navigating something and feeling unsafe or unprotected about it. Or possibly you are feeling protected and you don't know why. But more the first option, that maybe you're feeling, it's all about your feelings of safety and needing that reassurance that you are in a safe situation. Oh, I think this is what it is. It's like logically you know you're safe, but you're feeling unsafe. And there's like a disconnect there. So that's kind of setting the overtone of your message. So we'll see what comes through in the cards regarding that. It could be about your academic journey. It could just be more general. We'll see. The Knight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords upright. The King of Swords in reverse. So I'm going to say this is about your academic journey. It's about thoughts. And it's about the sense of security in your own logic and thought process. Both the Knight of Swords, the actions regarding thoughts, and the King of Swords, like how you kind of organize or lead around thoughts, is unbalanced, disrupted. And it's centering all of this is the Eight of Swords, which is negative thought patterns, self-limiting beliefs, things that keep you stuck and unable to see your way forward. And I get the sense this is to do, it's kind of creating something like a writer's block for you. So interesting, a threatened sense of safety is kind of core to your writer's block. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Ten of Cups upright. These are both 10 cards. Six of Pentacles upright, and the Hierophant. A lot of these cards are similar to the previous piles. So if you're drawn to any of the other two before this, there might be messages there for you. Even though these are the same or similar cards, the message is different though coming through here. You've had a bit of bad luck with something. Something didn't go your way. Maybe that's what's making you feel unprotected. Like you have to fight for things to go your way. But there's something great happening in these next three cards where you've struck a beautiful balance. You were able to access some resources and some assistance from another. And the dream wasn't lost, essentially. Something saved you in the nick of time, but that scare of potentially losing it was enough to stick with you and maybe put you almost to survival mode. So this chakra isn't like the survival chakra, the root chakra, it's the feeling one. So it's like you're not quite there in survival mode, but you are feeling the anxiousness of being close to the line, something like that. Both financially and like being able to stay with your job, stay with your career, like making the cut is coming through, being able to make the cut. And let me tell you that you do make the cut. You belong here with the Hierophant. This is an affirmation that you do belong in this academic route or this career line. Don't let this tell you otherwise. Waxing crescent moon. And first quarter moon. Interesting. These are number 1 and number 2 in the deck. So it's definitely about taking the first steps in a journey and how to go about doing that. So the waxing crescent moon says, the affirmation is, I let my curiosity lead the way. This time of rebirth calls upon your innate childlike wonder, beckoning you to look at the world with fresh eyes. Remember the way the world looked when you were young? Surprises could be found around each corner as curiosity guided your every move. Open your heart, open your mind. This is standing in contrast very much so to the self-limiting beliefs that have developed out of undesirable circumstances. This is telling you how to heal this and remove yourself from the binds of these limitations that you impose on yourself through your thoughts. And it's to reignite your sense of childlike curiosity. Yeah, awaken to the wonder, allow yourself to find childlike curiosity at every opportunity, so that you might more readily recall how wild and wondrous the world is. Okay, so that's calling you to explore, to play, to become a little bit more lighthearted with everything. The first quarter moon says, I am guided on my path. Oh, a reaffirmation of being protected and guided. All that is needed right now is one decision, one choice, one sacred step forward, no matter how small. This movement signals to the universe that you are co-creating with it and open to receiving further guidance and support. Amazing. And it landed right on top of the Six of Pentacles, enhancing that message of receiving support from people, but also from the universe more broadly, often acting through people. Part of the magic in your sacred cycles lies in recognizing there is always the opportunity to begin again. The universe is encouraging you to lean into your sovereignty and trust your abilities. You will continue to see your manifestations emerge, and light will shine upon the way ahead. Have faith in the cyclical nature of life and channel it into your intentions and actions. That sentence, you will continue to see your manifestations emerge. I feel like that's directly speaking to that so-called like writer's block, or whatever block you're having in your idea making, in your thought process to produce this final product. Could be like a dissertation, a piece of research. You will get through it. So it's about kind of like following your curiosity first of all, and letting yourself be guided by that curiosity and whatever comes up along the way. Kind of like a trust the process sort of energy here. Have faith, and you don't need to see clearly all the steps ahead, but just start taking the first steps and the path will unfold. I really feel like that's your message coming in here. If you are feeling anxieties and maybe I feel strongly like procrastination possibly coming up here. Yeah, that's making me want to refer you possibly to pile 1 with the lizard if you were drawn to it. And so I'm going to leave it there. That's your message, and hoping you continue to work with love on this journey. And yeah, hope you can trust the process and work through this block that you're dealing with. You are protected, just remember that. And find ways to play with your curiosity again, awaken that sense of magic in you. That will help to lift the veil so much. And so I'm going to leave you here. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, questions. If you're drawn to another card in the card picking section, then I'll see you in those readings. And if not, I hope to see you in the next reading. Hi, sheep and blackberry group. So I did a total Mercury retrograde and basically recorded your whole message without hitting the start button. I don't know how or why, but yeah, sometimes the most simplest things to do don't happen with that. So I want to backtrack and just, it was a great message. So I might be able to like recount this and then pull some more cards for you because of the time saved. So you got this sheep and blackberry card devotion. You were drawn to it with the number 5 happening here. And fives, I noticed, are in the tarot decks are often about like challenges that occur in a way to help shift you towards some lesson in your life. So that might be happening right now for you. You are also possibly drawn as well to this green stone, which has the heart chakra on it, which is all about love and connections. And so I think the devotion card goes great in a message about the heart chakra, about possibly needing room to develop and maintain connections to other people on multiple levels, not just romantic partnerships or family. It could be like community connections as well. And so I'm gonna backtrack a bit and separate these 2 lines, which came out as 2 different, 2 related messages. So this first line, you have the Knight of Cups reverse which is about holding yourself back from expressing your true feelings in some way. And the Queen of Swords, which taken with the Knight of Cups, I read as putting up walls emotionally, kind of blocking people from getting into too close to you. And so I remember saying the question is here is like, why are you doing that? Like, where does that come from? And gently kind of guide yourself towards the root of that behavior, that hesitation that's happening when it comes to connections and expressing yourself to others, especially expressing like the appreciation, the gratitude, the love that you have for others, which is an essential part of maintaining those connections. If you're not able to do that, then it would leave the other person questioning where they stand for you. And so I did see that this is affecting your commitments in some way. So this could be romantic partnership, it could be an existing like marriage, or it could be an institutional commitment, working in a team, something like that. It is because it's in reverse, there's a need for this to be kind of attended to through communication, through connection. And I picked up here that there's something, some kind of like defensiveness behavior happening, possibly on your part, to help keep these walls up. In communication, which is like that you have a need to win arguments, possibly, to feel that you're in control of a relationship, of a situation. And so that is kind of targeting a main area to pay attention to for you. And then that kind of circled out into this next layer of message, which is showing you kind of like the pathway forward for how you can win over this situation, resolve it, and like and feel like harmonious and happy from it. And it was all about kind of focusing in on a community that you felt possibly excluded from, but you desired to be a part of. Possibly that is why you were holding yourself back from expressing yourself and preemptively putting walls up so that you wouldn't feel too hurt by possible rejection. So I found one example that might pertain to people, and you can adapt it how you will. If you're a student and you're in a student group, and this Three of Pentacles is more of like a working community, and possibly they're asked you to become a member, or they're looking for like new officers to step up and take action, because Knight of Wands is like an action visionary kind of role. Your encouragement is to claim your part in this group by taking the officer role, and in that way it will help you express and build the strength of that muscle of expressing your emotional connection to others, to people in that team. That will radiate out to other parts of your life as well, and this will go very well. You will feel like you belong, you will feel connected in this role. This will really help you kind of feel a sense of belonging to this community that you've desired to be a part of. It's a great fulfillment in the end, and it's all about shining and being you. And then I did pull this Mexican sunflower card, which is all about shining and magnetizing people, magnetizing your desires to you. And I realized that the sun was very much emphasized in your reading. So this is all about being your authentic self and shining. It makes me think too, this came up in, it's pile 1, the solar plexus with the lizard. So you might have a message there if you're drawn to it. But let me read this to you, because the whole thing was very appropriate for the whole reading. So Mexican sunflower, I magnetize my desires. Brilliant and bright Mexican sunflower turns its soft, stunning petals upward, following the warmth of the summer sunlight. Loved by countless pollinators, this vivid, blooming beacon of light invites company, connections, and resources to it with ease. Mexican sunflower is a reminder of how your own magnetic energy can draw your desires toward you with effortless simplicity. It almost looks like, as I said, that the Knight of Wands is like drawing the butterfly and the magic, the sunflowers toward them. All you need is to tap into your most authentic forms of self-expression. This creates a natural radiance, like the sun card, and others may even comment that you are glowing. Embrace the magic and uniqueness within you. There is no hustle, striving, pushing, or prodding needed right now. No need to prove your worth. No need for song and dance to show the world that you are what you are made of. This is your time to simply be and be all of you, a bold, authentic version of your whole self. A time to watch what one wanders your way when you let yourself fully shine. And the journal prompt, the reflection question is, what part of me has been dormant that is now ready to be expressed? So yes, it all comes back to that expression of things that doesn't need to be words communicated to others necessarily, but it could be an expression of yourself that needs to come out there. So the act of devotion through connection and communication doesn't have to be words, doesn't have to be other people. It could be to yourself as well. I really feel called to pull a sacred medicine oracle card for you as well. There's a lot of healing going on. So you get this card, walk in a good way, realign. So in some way, you're needing to realign your path a bit. So this word, I can't really pronounce it, but I'm going to show it to you so that you can take it in for yourself. This is a teaching for our people that reminds us how to move through the world. The word translates to walking in a good way, which means that you walk in relationship with all our kin, the beautiful beings that exist upon this great Mother Earth. Today, this card comes forward to remind you to open your eyes to the divine energy that flows through all things, even you. So this is taking things a level further and calling you to connect spiritually and to the earth as well. Are there aspects of your life, words, or actions where you are not in your fullest integrity or alignment? Are there relationships in your life where you've left things unsaid and you need clarity? Have compassion for yourself today and allow these truths to rise. Yeah, those questions are good to reflect on. That speaks to the relationships and the connection of if there's things left unsaid, but also living your life to your fullest integrity as a way of communicating that alignment, connection. Yeah, I would say I've been saying connection a lot, but alignment does have its place in navigating that sense of connection. Are you connecting to the right people? Is that aligning you to the direction you need to go? Because you can think of your path not just as a literal path, but navigating through your social connections towards something that you're aiming for. Yeah, that's interesting. So we can move toward healing only when we acknowledge what needs to be looked at. Are there places where you are feeling disconnected from the source of who you are? Sometimes we fall off our path and we just need to be guided back. This card asks you to take responsibility for your healing path. Yeah, so I'm going to leave your message there. I think you have plenty to work on. This message kind of gives you homework in terms of building your connections, devoting yourself to aligning to your path through your connections, and most importantly, shining your authentic self so that you are you kind of snap into the communities that you desire to be a part of. And so I'm wishing you so much love on that journey, hoping you continue to work with love as well. Thanks for joining me on this reading, and for any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, or questions. If you're drawn to another card in the pick a card section, I'll see you in those readings, and if not, I hope to see you in the next video.